You're very welcome to Tyrone, of course. This isn't your first time to GAA, is it?
It's actually my second time this week. I hadn't been on it beforehand, so very impressive setup. Nothing like this in Armagh. And when you come up here, you'll be fairly envious of what you have. So, hopefully someday we'll have something like this.
You didn't get a chance tonight to see the under 13 final. It was on there in Carrickmore.
I just seen it was on as it was coming in, but I didn't actually get a chance to see it. Same as the county final, and just noticed that.
Funny we saw you at the county final. You were there, obviously, on a spying mission as much as anything else in your job as cross manager.
Well, we didn't have anything else on that day, so we said we'd come up and have a look. But look, we still have a road championship to win. But we'd be hoping that we would be getting a crack at home at some stage. I suppose that remains to be seen. As I say, we still have our own final to play. A week's preparation still to go, and hopefully, as I say, we're quite impressed with what Omagh had to offer. So if we do get a chance, it should be a decent game.
It's a great venue, Omagh. There's a lot to offer in Omagh.
We'd rather be at home, but we'll take Omagh. Like last year, to be honest, we made quite an early exit from the Ulster Club Championship, and we want to try and make sure that doesn't happen again. So,
how difficult have you found the transition, in terms of to management? Has that been, some of those lads you've played with, and that is it difficult to change when you're asking the big questions?
I suppose the most difficult thing, and we've probably experienced in the last couple of weeks, is whenever you have to tell somebody that you play with that maybe they're not going to start or different things like that. So I suppose that's the most difficult thing. I think also the flip side of that is a lot of the guys that you are telling would be fairly aware that you're making these decisions for the right reason, and so therefore we're a fairly close-knit panel. And I suppose that's something we're working on. We're looking on team spirit, we're working on a little bit of trust, in the group, and because of that, I think we're going forward with probably a very different team than people would have seen over the last number of years, and that we have a lot of youth coming in. So I suppose trying to nurture that, and also trying to keep the older boys happy as well.
Well, I mean, the bodies themselves change, individuals may change, but the ethos of the team remains the same very much. So those difficult decisions have already been made in the past for players. Players are used to that format, used to that structure, and used to that system of change when it's required. It's always done for the right reasons. So
that's it. You're trying to do it for the best of the reasons, and you're right. The ethos does change, and to be honest, we're probably just sort of minding it for the next person who's coming along. You're facilitating them. A lot of them don't need a lot of management, if I'm quite honest. They're almost taking the lead themselves, and that's a good situation to be in. We're both, well, John McEntee is a little bit more experienced than I have. We're fairly rookie managers, so it's just we're finding our feet. We spent most of the season finding our feet. A lot of people would hope that we find it pretty quickly with a county final coming up. But we've enjoyed it. I think the boys have enjoyed it. We've tried to mix it up a bit, and so far it's worked for us. We're in a county final, and we're just going to try and kick on from here, I suppose.
Well, obviously, as you mentioned, looking ahead, the Armagh winners will face Omagh, and from our point of view here, this is the first championship in 26 years. A lot of excitement about that, about the town and everything else, and it'll be a big draw to have Cross. If it's Cross compared, it'll be a big draw to have Cross come to Healy Park to play them.
Yeah, we definitely take that at this stage. As I say, we still have our own county final to win, but I was very impressed with what Omagh did. They found a way to win the game. I don't think it was the most entertaining game of football I've ever seen in my life, but neither are some of ours. So I think the big thing is it's about learning how to win. And I think the big thing about Omagh is they've sort of been knocking on the door maybe this past number of years. They had a very impressive under-21 team a number of years ago that beat Crossmaglen in the under-21 Ulster Championship. So we will be aware that they were coming down the track, and the fact that they're here now and they've arrived, they're very strong in the middle of the field. They're number 10.
Conor Minor?
No, Aaron Grugan and Conan Grugan were very good, especially at the start of that game in the club final in Tyrone. And obviously Joe McMahon's a very steady influence. Barry Tierney drove on from centre half, and the two cornerbacks seem to be sticky enough sort of boys. So we know that we'll be up against Jason McInall and Ronan Neal up the centre. So we know we'll be up against it. If that eventuality comes round the corner. But certainly be a challenge that we'd love to take on, and we'd love to be in Omagh.